Joseph, he was a dreamer, and his brothers, they were doers. Most of the people we meet are doers. They occasionally even become what they call workaholics. They can't stop. They have to be doing something, earning, planning, improving their lot physically, always driven, but not usually so diligent in spiritual matters. They're shrewd in the practical and often indifferent in the spiritual. Now, people have often asked the question, how was it that Joseph's brothers didn't recognize him? And many answers are given, and the most inadequate one, I think, is that he'd grown a beard in the 22 years. But even a person's voice is distinctive. So I'll share an interesting theory. The brothers were contemptuous of the young Joseph, referring to him as that dreamer. They had little or no respect for someone with highfalutin ideas. They found it annoying and likely to be a drag on the family's fortunes in later years. Joseph would come to nothing, and his impracticality would reflect badly on the family. They understood that the world is hard and we have to fight to survive. Now, there is truth in this, but Joseph was cut from a different cloth. Not impractical by any means, but with an emphasis on the spiritual. His brothers were likely to be the reverse of this, not unspiritual, but with an emphasis on the practical. The difference was not trivial. They were incompatible at a very profound level. They didn't need to be, but they were. The result? Joseph was sold into slavery at 17 years old. 22 years pass. Joseph is now 39. The brothers go down to Egypt for food, and they stand before a high dignitary in the Egyptian court. A gorgeously dressed official with his impeccable manners is clearly the epitome of success and undoubtedly descends from high lineage. Now, recall what I was saying in a previous post. Often we can't see or we misinterpret what is before our eyes because it's the last thing we would expect to see. Mary mistook Jesus for the gardener, and so on. The last thing in the universe that the brothers were expecting was to see the long-departed dreamer Joseph dressed in magnificent robes in the court of Pharaoh. Dreamer, but he could prosper. He was a dreamer. It would have been amazing if they had recognized him, in fact. We can see why they didn't. They returned home to their father Jacob and referred to the high official as Ha'ish Adonai Haaretz, the man, the master of the land. Now, I mention the Hebrew because the word Ha'ish, the man, is used in the Pentateuch when referring to a great and righteous man. Even today, people occasionally say, he is the man, or you the man. Two things then. One, let's be ready for the unexpected blessing. Two, let's put proper emphasis on both practical and spiritual. They're both interlinked. More on this in the next video.